Hey guys, this is Vo. So yeah, Crisis 100 Page Giant is out now at Walmart, and it's actually not supposed to be out until next week. But of course, Walmart being what they are, they don't really understand street dates, or so they if they get them in, they just put it out, which is pretty awesome, I guess. So this is contains 24 pages of news stories written by Marv Wolfman and Mark Guggenheim. And what's really cool is, well, maybe not that cool, but it's actually all the characters on here is based on the CW's actors and stuff. So all the likeness is drawn in here. So which, if you're familiar with the CW, they also are running the Crisis on Infinite Earths, crossover. And of course, we see the Monitor here with the new version of the Monitor. And we got the new Harbinger. Anyway, so what's actually really cool about this is there's 7 new pages of artwork by Tom Grummett, who is, from the Teen Titans, one of the Teen Titans artists or New Titans artists. So that's really cool to have him and Marv Wolfman work together again in a kind of like a Lex Luthor story where all the Lex Luthor gather on Earth 99. And it was a quick read actually. This is actually a very cool spread. Anyway, it also reprints the classic Crisis #1 and part of issue 7, which includes the death of Supergirl. Spoiler alert if you haven't read this 35-year-old story. Anyway, that's the Crisis. Lately I've been picking up just Walmart 100. They can get, you buy 1 or 2 and then they actually take up a lot of room. This Superman #1 is just a reboot. Swamp Thing #2, Batman, Batwoman, and Supergirl, Teen Titans Go, and I thought I also have Swamp Thing #1 too, but I don't know where that is. But I'm going to take you back to Walmart and DC Comics. Now, this came out. It was Showcase magazine, which is basically a reprint of a bunch of. It's 128 pages, and it was sold for $10, which was a little expensive, but includes like 4 or 5 different covers. I got the Wonder Woman cover. And this was DC Comics and Walmart kind of, joining forces. They did eventually come out with, for the toy line DC Primal Age, they also did the 100 pager, and this was a Target exclusive. And what's really cool about this is that it includes some artists that I haven't seen working in a while, including like I forget Michael Collado, which I thought was really cool to have him back drawing. Here is the superhero holiday special. It's another 100-page giant starring basically Flash and a bunch of DC characters around Christmas time. Swamp Thing Halloween Horror. The Titans reboot comic, which is the #1. We'll see the older titles as we go along here. I'm just kind of showing you off my 100-page collection. And like I said, you buy like 12 of these and it takes up a whole comic box. So you gotta have a lot of room for these. Here is Wonder Woman #1. This is I think. All right, here's the first one, Superman #1. I actually, you know what? Here is #2. This is what it looks like. I love this Ed. I really like his art. He draws a lot like Jack Kirby, and very powerful. And I think it's a reprinted cover of a Batman Superman issue somewhere. Superman #3. This is a new cover by Eddie Kubert. I have two of these actually. I don't know why. Number 4. This Captain Marvel he's fighting. Or Shazam as the kids like to call him. Superman number 5. And then Superman number 6. Now actually, so what happened is I stopped buying them. I gave the Walmart 100 a 6-month lifespan, and I stopped buying it after number 6. Here's Batman. Batman number 2. This was really hard for me to track down. Actually, it sold out at my Walmart, and I ended up having to track it down. And I really wanted it because it's Jim Lee doing the cover with. I mean, it's a reprinted cover, but it's the Huntress. And yeah, so it took me a while to track this one down. Here's number 3 with the Catwoman. Number 4 with Catwoman and Poison Ivy. Looks like she's attacked. Number 5. Number 6, which is Gorilla Garden. This is the last Batman comic that I bought, and I think they canceled the Batman at number like 10 or something. So it didn't last for real. I actually don't know where Justice League number 1 is, but this is number 6 for some reason. I'm gonna set that aside. I gotta put it in the right order. Here's Batman number 7. So I stop at issue number 7. Okay, Justice League number 1. The cover's actually by, it looks like Kevin Nowlan, which actually I just saw at a comic book convention, and he was doing commission prices for about $40, and I thought it was such a great deal that I got him to do a head sketch of Starfire. But yeah, Kevin Nowlan, love his stuff. Okay, number 2 of the Justice League. Number 3, featuring Wonder Woman. Obviously, the cover is the reprint from the New 52 Jim Lee rebooted Justice League. Number 4 has Aquaman on the cover. This I don't think was ever used as a cover, but it's maybe an interior artwork that they repurposed as a cover. But yeah. Number 5. Okay, so number 6 is here, so I'm just gonna put it in order. Okay, number 7 is the last issue that I picked up of the Justice League. All right, Teen Titans number 1. Actually, here's number 1 again, but this is autographed by Dan Jurgens. So he actually wrote the new comic in this issue. Number 2. Number 4. Okay, I'm missing number 3 for some reason. Number 5. And then number 6. So that's pretty much my Walmart 100 little collection. Like I said, they're 100 pages each, and they do add up. I do like it that you can see kind of like a little spine on the cover, and it's I like the format. I originally, when they first came out, there were only 12 original pages of comic, but they started adding more pages, so they doubled it, which is basically you get 24 new pages, but the rest are reprints. And while the reprints are okay, I really wish DC would actually reprint classic stuff like from the Golden Age or the Silver Age, or even some 90s stuff, because you know, Crisis that you saw there with the 100-page Crisis. This is the only Perez stuff that they reprinted, which kind of makes me sad, because with the Teen Titans 100 page, you would think that they would go back and reprint the popular stuff from the 1980 to 1984 or 1985. But DC, I don't know why they think it's a good idea to print more modern stuff, which I disagree with. But yeah, so Teen Titans Go. Yeah, so if you're out at Walmart, go to your store, look for Crisis number 1. You should see it, and then a month from now, you'll see number 2, and it should wrap up the the crisis, the CW crisis. If you don't have access to Walmart, the comic stores are getting these with, I believe, a different cover. So, but you have to wait a while. I think it doesn't come out to January. And if you want to wait a little more, in June they're going to collect the two 100-page into a 200-page hardbound book called like the CW or the Arrowverse Crisis on Infinite Earth hardcover, and that might be kind of expensive. I think it was like a $15 or something, or $10, but it's hardbound, I think, so it's kind of cool, and it collects these two 100-page if you don't have the original. I'm personally gonna pick up the 100-page from Walmart, and then maybe check out the comic store version, because I do want to get both variant covers. I love George Perez art, and so picking both of them kind of makes a whole lot of sense to me. All right, thanks for watching.